Here's your boob tube.
Ransom is in the Boob Tube studio. What's going on, Ransom?
So if you follow the Marco and Jeets page on Facebook, you probably saw this video today. There's a video that's going around. A woman fixing a dent in her car. Now, the reason why it's going viral is the way that she's fixing the dent in her car. She's using a massive sex toy with a suction cup on one end to pop out a dent. Now, obviously, I can't get the audio because she's speaking French the entire time. But
even better. Oh, man. You know
makes
how
it
much
even
money she could
sexier.
make? She opened up a place here where they do body work, but they use sex toys, and it's women speaking French. I'm going to open that up right now. I'm going to open that up. I already got the name, Marco's Man Whores. And they're going to fix all of your car problems. You like that?
Yeah.
I actually love that.
It's a great idea. I'm sure this is the booze talking, but
It might be.
They're
It might
like,
be. But
check
again,
the dipstick. Oh, you're a little low on lube.
right, lube job. What does that usually cost? $20 or something? $30? Marco's Man Horse.
Oh, all right.
I'm telling you right now, if you want to go check out the video, it's pretty insane. It's up on the Marco and Cheats Facebook page. So
Hey, wait, hold on. Marco's Man Horse is going to need some kind of fancy jingle to, for your commercial.
Well, it really is. I got any ideas off the? You thought of anything or?
If you're tired of being stiffed, go to Marco's Man Horse.
All right. Yeah, I mean it needs a little tweaking, but it's
off the top of your head, that was pretty impressive.
well, he's had a beer and a shot of whiskey.
Okay.
You're starting to see Friday Jeets seep out a little bit early.
We're about to see happy hour Cheats at 12 o'clock.
Gonna need a ride
Happy
again.
12 to
I
2.
got to take him. I got to get him out of here. He's gonna need a ride again from work on Friday at 11.
Thanks.
No problem.
Well, here we go again, guys. A guy that Chris Brown hired to manage him and rehabilitate his image is now suing him, claiming that Chris Brown beat him up. The guy's name is Mike G. Now, he claims that he was hired back in 2012 not only to change Chris Brown's image, but also to get him out of debt and also off of drugs. Mike G says that he did pretty well by Chris, who had a resurgence in popularity. Now, things allegedly turned bad last month when G claims that without provocation, Brown took him into a room, brutally attacked him with repeated punches to the face, the neck, which landed him into the ER. Now, the lawsuit claims that Brown, rather than being remorseful, began mocking G on social media and bragging to friends about beating him up. Chris Brown actually responded to the whole allegations on social media with this video. We got audio right here.
I'm not finna entertain this petty shit. Cause don't nobody come out clean in the shit throwing contest. And I could throw a big piece of shit. I'm talking about massive chunk. I'm talking about it's like elephant shit mixed with donkey shit.
Oh,
Might even be a little bit of rabbit pebbles. But I would throw the biggest piece of shit. So we're not gonna play these games. We're gonna let these people do what they do. I'm gonna keep getting this money.
sounds like our bathroom here at the radio station.
Well, I was going to say, that's
Jeez.
one hell of a recipe by Chris Brown.
My God, donkeys, elephants,
2 parts donkey,
Jeez.
Chris Brown's also claiming that
4
the guy
teaspoons of elephant.
got fired because he was trying to steal money from
Well,
Chris Brown.
I don't believe these stories either because at this point, Chris Brown has beat up more people than Floyd Mayweather. I mean, and then listen to what you said, Ransom. I know you're reading the story, but the guy said, Chris Brown took me into the back of the room and beat my ass. Okay. Now, there are guys who do that to women, and that's terrible. But men, just physically as we're built, are bigger and stronger typically than women. So that can happen. But how does Chris Brown take another man into a back room and beat his ass? I mean, I'm just trying to understand how that happens.
Well, I mean, it doesn't show Mike G's photo in here, but maybe he's just massively smaller than Chris Brown. That could be.
Still a man. I mean, how do you let a man say
Massively small is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
it doesn't make
It really
sense?
is. Yeah,
You're
it doesn't
right.
make sense. But
But I get what you're saying. But
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. It's
this-
just
At some point, you got to put your dukes up, right?
Yeah, he's just beat up a lot of
don't just let a
guys.
guy just beat the hell out of you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hate
And
Chris
Chris-
Brown, by the way.
And Chris Brown isn't exactly the most imposing figure on planet Earth.
No.
yeah, it also says here that Mike G, this guy, says that Brown had the audacity to tell people working on his tour that if they got out of line, he'd beat them up just like he beat him up.
See, I mean, who is scared of this guy? Like,
Yeah.
Chris is going to come beat us up? I mean,
Chris Brown walks in the room. He's like, knuckles for everyone.
everyone's getting beat. What's next, Ransom?
This is a nice story. The first openly gay Miss America contestant was crowned on Saturday. It's Miss Missouri. Her name is Erin O'Flaherty. She's gorgeous. She's 23 years old. She was crowned the 2016 Miss Missouri on Saturday night, and she became the first openly gay woman to win a state pageant leading to Miss America. O'Flaherty says that she struggled with her sexuality growing up as a self-described feminine girl. She grew up in South Carolina. She entered the pageant scene as a college student while still being in the closet. She says, quote, I knew I was gay, but I was also very feminine, and it was kind of confusing to me because I didn't fit the stereotypical category that I had in my head of what it meant to be a lesbian in the LGBT community, end quote.
Well, that's good for her. I mean, there's certainly a big audience for that these days, and that's good that she could win that and get some positive exposure.
Yeah, sure. Beautiful girl. She's got a chance to be Miss America.
Good for her.
All right, so on TV this weekend, we've got some big ones. Of course, the 6th season finale of Game of Thrones. If you want to spoil that, make sure you listen to the podcast because we talked about it earlier. There's an app out there that lets you spoil Game of Thrones for people that you don't like. Also, we got some sports out there. Boxing, Porter versus Thurman. Undefeated welterweight champ Keith, one-time Thurman, defends his title against Showtime Sean Porter. Thurman's record is 26-0. Porter is 26-1-1. That is live Saturday, 6 p.m. on CBS, and that is it, guys.
Are you putting any money on that? You follow boxing a little
I'd
bit.
go Thurman, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go Thurman.
His
yeah.
nickname's One Time?
One time, yeah.
So does that mean he just punches you one time
One
and the fight's
time.
over?
Lights out.
It's like Chris Brown. One time.
Knuckles for everyone!
KG Elephant tickets. We need to get a winner from our show poll contestants this morning. If you were on the show poll and told a story on the show poll, you are qualified to win, and we will find out next who has won those KG Elephant tickets. Marco and Jeets, X1075.